Solaris Budgets here, and I'm on a journey to ensure a better financial future of myself by budgeting, hybrid cash stuffing and doing savings challenges. So welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well, and it is that time of the month again. No, not that time of the month, the better time of the month. I'm always reminded when this video is coming up soon because I always see Budget with Natasha, who is always on it with their videos, like just absolutely amazing videos, always like really consistent and just really lots and lots of videos. And she's like ahead of it slightly, so I think she's like ahead, like a week ahead of like where I try to be. And as soon as I see that video, I'm like, I know my video is coming, my cash count up is coming out next. So she's such a great reminder of when things are due, where we are in the month, because like I said in my previous cash stuffing videos, these like the weeks are going by so quickly. I'm just so busy at the moment that yeah, I've just not had time to think about the week. And then suddenly I was like, oh, this video needs to go out. We need to count up before payday and before we start the new budget month. So in today's video, we're going to be counting up what's in my binders as of the end of April. It is almost the end of April, but it's also very close to payday, so I like to see what's in there, count up compared to last month, see how we're doing. We will be using the monthly savings check-in and condensed pages from Rainbow Budgets and Plans. So this was a part of the 12-day advent calendar they did last year. And yeah, this is such a great way to basically keep track of everything. And I also just like the fact that you get to do the previous month, the current month, the difference, and back to bank. I don't know if you remember before when I was first trying it out, I was like, oh no, doing it on like post-it notes and all sorts of crazy things. So yeah, welcome to the video. I'm just having a look and see the lighting. I think we might put the ring light on. We're trying to make the most of the absolutely gorgeous light, but I think it's just too late in the day to really make the most of it. So hopefully the ring light is not too obnoxious. The ring light was being a little bit like temperamental, so I've turned it off. So we're going to try and do this without the ring light today. I hope the lighting's not too bad, but we'll see. So let's first go into my pink binder. This is my everyday binder, so this is for things like groceries, household, personal spending money, the car, stuff like that. So let's see what we've got left. So in personal we have £10, which is an increase of 5. For these envelopes, it doesn't really matter too much because like they are just envelopes that we're in and out of a lot. So I don't really mind if there's like nothing in these envelopes, to be honest. So in grocery we've got 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 71. So I might just do that on my calculator. I've had a long day. So I'm just gonna do some basic maths. It's minus 109. Again, like it just doesn't matter. The pink binder is just like, just depending on how the month has gone. It's the other binders that I'm really like keen to see increase. Car has got, do I do eating out and then, oh that's really irritating. I might just swap those so I don't get too confused. So eating out has got 20 left in it, so that is a decrease of 25. Bought 3 coffees at work. That's really expensive. Very much kicked that habit very quickly. It's like when you kind of come back from like they're having some like not having time off, so I had a bit of time off, and then we also like I worked from home, so it's that like when you're going back into the office and trying to figure out what you're doing, and it's like gone from like not really doing like much to doing quite a lot, and you're just like, I need a coffee. I just need a coffee. So car's got 25, which is an increase of 10. So this car is for charging for work and paying for parking at work mostly. I do have another sinking fund, and that is for like charging on the network and parking like not for work basically. And then household, shockingly, has got 20 quid in it. This was incredible. Usually we would have depleted household and taken some money out to spend on household items from groceries, but no, that is sorted. Got money in it. So the way I work my budget now is I will just top up those envelopes to the budgeted amount. So for example, like household, we budget 50, so we'll top it up with 30 quid when we get paid. Stuff like that. So that just makes sense for us. That is a voucher that he's going. I don't count the jam donut vouchers that I use in this because they're all just all over the place, and technically I've spent that money already, so don't count that. But I do like to track them because it's good to know how much is left on them and if we need to buy more. Next binder is the annuals binder. So this is for things like car annuals, household things. Oh, something really funny happened. Was it last Thursday? I forgot to mention this in my cash stuffing video, and I was like, because I was talking about all the other things. Oh my god. Anyway, so like I was eating breakfast Thursday morning. I like to check my emails kind of when I get up, just to make sure everything's a little bit like the same, checking the bank accounts, all that good stuff. Then I got a confirmation email from our toilet roll subscription. Yes, we are those people that have a toilet roll subscription. We just like it. We prefer it than having to worry about like running out of toilet roll. We know exactly when it's coming. We only need like 1 box per year. They say 1 box every 6 months. And yeah, $1. They say $1 for 2 people every 6 months. We found out that like it takes us a year to get through it. But the max time you can like set it to is 6 months. So what normally happens is a couple of days before I get an email through saying it's due, and then I change it for another 6 months. Anyway, Thursday morning I look at my email and it says, oh, confirmation of your payment to your toilet roll subscription, and I was like, wait, what? Basically that reminder email went to spam. Like on this email account, spam, like that spam filter is really annoying because it like filters so much out that you just don't see. So yeah, anyway, so was it Friday? Another 48 loo rolls show up, which we've now had to store. It means we don't have to buy loo roll at the end of the year. We've got so much loo roll. So that's why this annual bills money looks a bit depleted, because that's what happened. But it's good that there's sinking fund is here, and that's what it's used for. It's just a bit annoying because I'd wish I'd like seen the the confirmation so I could have moved it. But we don't need to buy anything for the rest of the year, probably a good while into next year. So in annual bills we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to change this. So 420, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500 exactly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. So that is a decrease of 60. I think we are we are absolutely going to be less than last month, because we've also paid for car insurance and breakdown cover. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95 going back to bank. Oh, and then we can put all this back and we can get a lovely 500 placeholder again. So put 10s and then the 5s and then all of this. So yeah, that's what's happening. It's been a very spendy month, but very spendy for like all the good reasons, bar the 3 coffees I bought at work, which was a habit I was really scared to get into. Okay, so 500 in annual bills, a nice round number. Happy. Car annuals has got 20, 40, 50, 60 in it. So that is a decrease of 360. And I'm going to take all of this back to the bank because I do need to pay for our breakdown cover. So I'm going to take all of that, and then next month we'll do it digitally because £10 of next month need to go to breakdown, and then we can what's the word? I can't remember the word now. Let's do a 50 and a 10. Then we can start cash stuffing for the following. Was that what was I saying? I don't know. I've lost my train of thought. This is why you don't film after a long day of work. Because you get so confused. Right. The next binder we're going to go into is my variable sinking funds binder. This is for things that we don't necessarily need to budget for every week or every month, but I like to put some money into the high priority envelopes every month. So health has got 20, 30, 40, 50. So health has got 50, which is an increase of 20. I'm going to take that 2 tens back to the bank. I just feel like at the moment I kind of want to just keep a buffer of 50 in this sinking fund just in case. Kind of as I mentioned in my previous video, just lots of health things are going on, just need that money there just in case I need to get anything. Just to reiterate, I am actually okay, like don't worry about that, please don't worry about that. I just want to keep that there just in case. In car we've got 20, 25, 30. I had to pay for lots of parking this month. Yeah, just seem to be touring the car parks for some reason. Let's take those 2 5s and put in a 10. I do this car, so this car is different from that car envelope. So this car is for charging on the public network because that is spenny, we usually charge at home. Or car parking charges, that's what's there for. That isn't work related. I hope that makes sense. Travel has got 20, 30, 40 in it, which is an increase of 40, and nothing's going back to the bank. I'm going to take those 2 tens and condense it to a 20. Again, travel is one of those things that I do want to keep a buffer of £50 in, just in case it's like emergency, we need to get a train somewhere. You just never know. Gifts has got 20, 40, 5, 50. There's no change in that, and we're going to put that £5 back to bank because it's just a bit awkward having that 5 there. We just got these 50s. So all these placeholders are made by myself. So I have like a kind of standard of how I make them. So that's the like this style, and then I was trialing like with the matte what do you call it, the matte laminate, and then like the pink, and it's really difficult for those people that do like the no border one with the laminate in. You are like magic, because I could never line it up. That's why I never put those ones in my shop, because like it just doesn't work whatsoever. So gifts has 50. Self-care has got 10, 20, 35 in it. That is an increase of 20. And then I'm going to take 20 back to the bank. So I normally get my eyebrows done every 6 weeks. It's like the one thing that like I get done regularly. I don't get my hair. I get my hair cut like once a year, if not less. I don't get my nails done, but I am getting my nails done very soon. Very, very excited about that. Hoping that I don't like it too much and it becomes a regular thing, because my bank would not like me. But it's for like wedding, basically my wedding. I want to have nice nails. I just want to trial it first to see if I actually like it. So I'm going to start doing that like in May. Eyebrows. One thing I get done religiously every 6 weeks, except my usual eyebrow person is gone maternity leave, which is really great, and I'm actually taking a lot of time off. So I signed up to another place that's actually closer to where I live. But unfortunately they were ill and cancelled, and now they're not taking on any new customers. And then I found another place that I'm going to go to, like, but the prices keep going up and up, and I'm like, oh no, this is getting quite expensive to justify. And then I've had to change that because of just work's just really busy. So I've had to change that. So yeah, it's all a bit like, oh, I haven't had my eyebrows done in a while and they feel a bit odd, but yeah, so. But it is what it is, it's fine, it's an aesthetic thing, it's not a necessary thing, so I can cope. But it's like the one thing I just really like getting done. Ireland has got 650 in it, and there is no change to that. Nothing's going back to the bank. So that is it for that binder. So that is all like the kind of necessary sinking funds, envelopes kind of binders done. This is all the fun stuff now. So this is my challenge binder. So I feel like this is where we can do quite a lot of condensing. So the 2026 challenge, that is like the Monday scratch off from Helen the Housewife's budget. You know, let's count all of it. What I'm really tempted to do is move that £2 into the Christmas binder. So I kind of have been rounding up everything. So it should be more than like what I've been like told to save. And like these £2 are kind of annoying me. So I might for like next month move it £2, but I'll count it for this one because it's already in that one. So we've got 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 77. So 177. So that's an increase of exactly 60. Jeez. This one has been like robbing me. No, it's good because it's all going into savings, but it's been quite spicy every week, scratching off those high numbers. So we've got 20, 30, 40, 50 going back to the bank. I need more 50 placeholders. Let me just see if there's 50s I put in here. Yes, there are. Any more than that? Okay. That's like, I have like a bank envelope at the end, like at the end of that binder, because like usually I'm in and out of like the everyday binder quite a lot, but because most of it's like placeholders, I don't need to bring it out as a purse. So I'm usually in and out of that quite a lot because of like spending on groceries and household and car. So 50s. I do prefer these 50s because they're like just consistent with the style that I use. So yes. If people do like that, I have some available for sale, but if people do like that style and are interested in them, like let me know and I can like properly make more. You know, people are interested, but also you don't have to be. I feel like everyone's got their own placeholders that they like. Five Friday has got 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. So there's an increase of 25. Yeah. And none of that's going back to the bank, but oh yeah, what am I doing? Hold on, let's go back to this binder and then maybe the annuals binder as well. Take that 20, put in that 20. So what's cash condensing all about? 20, 20 is making sure you haven't got loads of tiny denominations. She says dropping everything. Oh dear. One day I will be organised and be good at this, but again, it is not this day. So let's just see what's in the annuals binder that can be condensed. Nothing, because there's no cash in there because it's all gone back to bank. Over Friday. How much is going back? Nothing's going back to bank, but we are condensing it. So do I have 40 there? Yeah. I can do this thing. Why is there 2 10s there? It should be there. Right. Every time I think I've got it, and I'm like, yep, I know what I'm doing for this video, it's going to be great, it's going to be fine. I always forget something, or get confused, or get distracted just talking, and then I forget to do something. Monthly Rainbow Roll Colour and Save. So this is from Rainbow Budgets and Plans. This is part of the advent calendar as well. It says 50, 70, 75, 80 in Rainbow Roll Colour and Save, and that is an increase of 20. And nothing is going back to the bank. But we are exchanging those 2 5s for a 10. Save the Year has got 30 in it, and that remains the same. So Save the Year is basically being funded from my minis binder, and we're doing some chunky minis at the moment, and we haven't finished any, and I haven't decided like if we're going to wait until we finish the binder or just move when we finish the challenge. I think we're going to move when we finish the challenge, otherwise we're going to be there for ages. So the next one we go into is the so this is my 2026 annual savings challenge. This is a freebie available on my Kofu shop. You get a digital download of 12 challenges and the dashboard, and yeah, it saves a total of £500. So I'm just going to add what we've got so far. I have been condensing this. Oh, I did a big condense last month. Don't really just want to keep all the cash in there, basically. 40, 50 plus 40. So there's 160 in there now. And I'm going to take this back to the bank because I just don't want it. I know it, like, look, it's always really fun watching people on stuff like their big like binders that they've done, but I'd rather this be sat in the bank earning interest. So that's an increase of 40, and we're going to take 40 back to the bank. And I have enough placeholders for this to sit for the rest of the year, basically. That's what my 50 is. Okay. Then we're doing the minis. So the minis is funded by every time I make a purchase from like my own money, not groceries or household, I round it up to the nearest £5. I put that extra money into a pot on Zopa, and then anytime I get any side hustle money that is less than like £5, I also put it into that pot. Every week we take an amount out. Usually it's £5. We have done some £10 a few weeks, and then we just play these really mini challenges with them, which is just really fun, getting into the habit of just saving small amounts and building that habit of just saving, and it's just really cool to do. So we have in challenge 1, we're gonna have to track this. We have we've got 5. Look at that. Does a 10 fit in these? Yeah, it should. Right, okay. So we've got £10 in challenge 1. I think this is a freebie from Helen at the Solaris Budget. So let's just track this at 10, and I'll put the coins up here. Challenge 2, this is one of my challenges. This is a freebie. You get it as a physical copy version. If you order from me in spring, you get, if it's your first time ordering from me, you get the spring one. If it's second time, you get a different one. So the spring savings challenge has got 12 in it. I don't know why I had to read that. And we're going to take 2 5s and condense that to a 10. Now that I know the 10s fit in, that's quite good. So we've got 12 in there. Challenge 3 is this colour challenge. You fill my heart with colour. This is from Rainbow Budgets and Plans. This was a freebie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's £5 in there. I think because this one's going to take a while, this is what I've decided that I'm going to like, just as I've done challenges, I'll just move them into the save the year. Challenge 4 is my summer challenge. Apparently we're doing lots on the go, so we've got 11 in here. And then I'm going to take those 2 5s and put in a 10. Challenge 5 is this cupcakes challenge from Helen at the Solaris Budget. Oh, right, so we've got 5, 10, 14 in here. So let's get a 10. Keep track of this. I think that's my chunkiest one. There, maybe that is not quite as a mini as I think it is. And then finally we have Penguin March. I think this is from Studio Budgets. Originally was assigned £5 per penguin, but I've done 2 to make it a mini, and then there is 8 in there. So we have a total of 60 in the minis binder. So that's an increase of 20, and we're not taking anything back to the bank. That just goes to show, what is it? We put in 5, maybe £10 per week. It builds, and there's already £60 in that binder, and we're not even done. That's really exciting. Okay, just about squash that in. Alright. Finally, the last binder we are going to count up is my Christmas binder. So this is, we only see this binder once a month, so I always forget what's in this binder. So this is a mixture of challenges from Rainbow Budgets and Plans and Helen at the Household Budget, because I got both their advent calendars last year, and then I decided to make a binder out of it. So in the minis we've got 9. Can you see that? 9. So let's make a note of that. The Gingerbread Gang has got 5. I feel like we're not going to be condensing this binder anytime soon. Rainbow Races has got 15. Gingerbread Bake and Save has got 6. Find Santa. So it turns out I've been playing this wrong. There is more than one Santa in Find Santa. Find Santa's got 40. So let's take those 2 10s. Put in 20. And then Elf Grinch has got 8. So there's now 83 in Christmas. Do you know what we're going to do? I know what we're going to do. We're going to be cheeky. Remember I was like, there's £2 in this 2026 challenge that I want to move. Let's move this now. And then we have nice round 5s. We're going to put both of them into Rainbow Christmas Mini Savers. So let me just grab the pen. I'm going to put 2 in there. Grabbing the pen. 1, 2. And then we can condense that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 5 there. Let's put in that 10. Let's do it. Right. So there's 85 in Christmas. And that is an increase of £22 and nothing's going back to the bank. Right. So, okay, I'm so glad we've done that because that's been like a thing that I keep forgetting that I want to do is to move that £2 over, and then, you know, we haven't got coins in that binder because for some reason I don't like coins in all my binders. Right, so let's total this up. So 10 plus 71 plus 20 plus 25 plus 20 plus 500 plus 60. We are going to be definitely down. 60 plus 50 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50 plus 35 plus 650 plus 1. This is going to be 175. Plus 90 plus 80 plus 30 plus 160 plus 60 plus 85, which gives us 2241. So 2495. So we've got a difference of minus 254. But given that I've spent all of my money on my car insurance, and I think it was spent like £500 on that, the fact that the difference is only like 254 is amazing because that means we've still managed to save money. So it is less than last month, but that's what it's there for. You know, with that time of the year where, you know, I do have to pay for all the car stuff, it's not a big like, oh my god, where's 500 quid coming from? We've been steadily saving for it every month, well every week, but like every month. And also we will be saving a little bit less towards car stuff because I've worked it out, because I track it. We don't need to put as much towards car annuals next year, which is such a great news. It means things are coming down. So yeah, let's, oh, and how much have we got going back to the bank? We've got 95 plus 60 plus 20 plus 5 plus 20 plus 50 plus 40, 290. Okay, I'm going to be really cheeky because I know the amount that I need in cash to cash stuff for next month, and it is like 310. And I don't really just want to go to the bank for like 20 quid, and I know there's 20 quid somewhere in here. There's actually 40 quid in here. Have I got a 20 somewhere? I think I will just take, I'm going to take one of the 20s out and put in a 20 placeholder. I know that is cheating slightly, but I prefer to do that. I'm just going to check that that is what I need on my budget. 310 in cash is what we need to cash stuff. And now I do not need to go to the bank to get money out. And that's how I do it. So I did that at Christmas. So we've got 20 go back to the bank. So that's 310 going back to the bank. Let's fan it. Let's just make sure it's all there actually. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20. Right, turns out can't count, and we did not take 50 quid out of the Save the Year challenge, or the Save 2026 challenge. So let's count this again, it should work. So we're 20, 40, 60, 80, 91. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 3, 5, 10. So 310 there. And let me just organise all of this so I can take a lovely cheeky little fan. Okay. I really like I always forget to do them, and then like every time I see everyone else doing the fan, I'm like, oh, you forgot to take it, right? So that is, you never get that confirmation if you've taken it. 310 going back to the bank. Very exciting. Decreased this month, but I don't care because I've paid my car insurance and there's still not as much come out. It could have been 500, but it's 250. I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for getting to the end of the video. I really, really appreciate it. I know some of these videos are really rambly and a little bit chaotic and yeah, just a bit crazy, but yeah. So I will see you in my next video for cash stuffing week 1 of May. Very exciting. Weather's getting nice here, so looking forward to getting out in the outdoors, getting that vitamin D. Yeah, all good stuff. So yeah, take care of yourselves. Have a lovely rest of your week. And I'll see you next week for cash stuffing week 1 of May. Thank you. Bye.